Let's get it. Shake it like understand who I is. Not that many gon' do it like this. Bob your head, we can hear my shit, but I'm on my shit.
Mr. Kevin Samuels, he had a response to what Cam had said.
I'm going to speak about Cam Newton tonight, and a lot of other things, because here's a funny thing, okay? High level. When women have been saying what they want, prefer, or like, that's championed as empowerment. When men say the same things, it's toxic. When a woman has her preferences, it's just called standards. When a man has his preferences, it's called misogyny. Look, if what he was saying was so wrong, why are so many unmarried women so upset?
Sean, what do you think about what he said so far?
He's right.
Why,
Yeah,
why is he right?
Why? I know it's gonna be a test. It's true because I mean, like, it's double standards. There always has been, there always will be double standards when it comes to males and females. That one can do that the other one can't, or they can do it, but it's gonna be frowned upon. So women can sit up here and they can say that they want this, they are this, and for lack of better examples, um, if they want a man who's making six figures, they want a man who's over 6 feet tall, they want a man who, I don't know, whatever else they tend to want with nice hair, or a beard or whatever it is, that's all well and good. They can have their shopping list, but when it comes down to a man saying something similar, saying that he wants a woman who's fit, a woman who has long hair, or real hair and her own real nails, then you're not allowed to do that. That's being misogynistic. You're supposed to accept them for how they are. And that's the double standard that a lot of men have to go through. And like I said, it isn't just men, because double standards are for both genders. I know there's more than two genders. So other people that are out there that may be part of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm just referring to males and females right now. So that's my thoughts on it.
All right.
Unmarried women, okay? What did he basically say? Know how to cook. When did that become an insult? I guess the same time becoming average became an insult.
Oof.
When did he say?
Thank you. Okay. That's my part as well. I've been on this kicker where I've been having conversations with various people where I say there's these terms called marketplace value and sexual marketplace value. So I have just completed my MBA. All right. I get my diploma in about 4 weeks.
Nice work.
And when
Party
you
time.
understand things about like the marketplace, okay, the market dictates kind of how things are. And sexual marketplace value is a term that I've heard from other YouTube content creators that talks about like where you rank and how you rack and stack among other people when choosing to get picked. And it is my opinion that when you take a step back and look at how a lot of ladies, and not all, but a vast majority would view themselves, they overly inflate their sexual marketplace value compared to men
Just
when
say
they're
it, King.
asked the
Just
same question.
just say it. You know you want to say that they think they're all tens.
I mean, if you listen to them,
Mm-hmm.
a majority of them, that's how they'll conflate themselves, and you're just kind of looking like, wait, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling yourself that you deserve somebody like Cam Newton when you're busted. You know what I'm saying? Uh, two kids by two different dudes, and you provide what for that guy? What are you doing for that guy?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I just want a quick little tangent. I think that'll help in the future. If women want to say that they're tens, then we need to have two scales because, as we know, a lot of them tend to not live in reality. So we need to have a public scale, which is the SMV that's the rest of the public saying like, this is what you really are, and let them have their own private scale, because there's going to be certain women that's going to say like, I'm a 10 no matter what you think or no matter what you say, and that's fine. If you value yourself as a 10, that's fine. That's actually good. It's healthy. You should think the most of yourself, but you shouldn't not be realistic about what the world really is and how the world turns. So go ahead. They can have the public and private scale.
Yeah, well, Sean, and see, that's essentially what we're saying though, because I put it like this: to me, I'm the shit. That's how I feel about myself. To me, I'm the shit. But bro, let me step outside, all 5'8" of me at 260 something pounds with over 30% body fat. And I know and understand that your boy is sitting at average initially. But you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with going into the marketplace value at face value being looked at as average and having to play to my strong suits if I were to, want to go out and compete in a marketplace that's a fair marketplace in which I'm determined by looks, status, and what I can do as either as like a provider or just a human being in general, right? Because initially when you're looking at somebody, okay, all you have is looks initially. And then it's like, okay, well, what's his personality like? Is he funny? Is he quiet? Is he a protector? Is he gonna run from spiders? Like, you're gonna have to know
That's
all of
me.
these things about me, which is me too. Don't if I'm with somebody who's afraid of spiders and they're looking at me to go and kill a spider, then hey, we calling up, spiderkiller.com to come over here and kill these spiders. I'm not one to do that. So as I'm out there evaluating my marketplace value, I think most men will give themselves a fair assessment of what their sexual marketplace value are, and that most women give themselves such an overinflated marketplace value when correcting themselves. There is zero wrong with being average. When did average become bad? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Majority of people are average.
Yes. I mean, if you just think about it statistically on a bell curve, a majority of people are average. Okay. Start there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you've got your outliers when it comes to, like, for men. Okay. You get bonus points for being over 6 foot. Sean hits that mark. I don't.
But I missed the hair mark though. So, and I'm okay with that. So,
There's no 6-pack abs over here.
neither
Okay.
here. I got a
You
khaki.
know, I mean, I'm cool with that. I am dad bod extraordinaire, but I don't shy away from that. I also don't look at that as, oh man, nobody's not gonna like me because I'm under 6 foot tall with a dad bod. It is what it is. But I go into the marketplace knowing that, like, I'll say, hey, where I'm not this, this is what I am. Okay. And what I attract is what I attract. And if I have to be okay with what I can attract, and not be frustrated that I can't get a Victoria supermodel because I've got no status, no money, I'm under six, like all of that jazz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Hey, can I say that never is never, bro? People have there's a saying, you like what you like. There is likely a Victoria's Secret model out there that is attracted to this. If I were to put a number to it, less than 1%. But that's me being real about that number. That's not me saying, oh man, I could walk into a Victoria's Secret locker room and just look and be like, who wants this? And 90% of them are going to be like, ooh, sweet daddy king, come over here. No, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
And to that point, man, I'll share something a little quick. Like I said, I hit the 6 foot mark. I'm 6'2". I don't think by any means I'm a 10. I don't think anywhere I'm close to a 10. I'd probably say I'm a 5 or a 6. 7 on probably my best day. But yeah, I don't go out there expecting too much. I know what I bring to the table. And I just did my trademark, lost my thought. So we'll come back to that.
Learn how to keep your mouth closed. Well, don't women want don't women want to know don't women want men to know when to speak up? The opposite of know when to shut up is know how to protect. But they don't think about that. I want a man to stand up and protect me. Do you want him to keep his mouth closed? Or do you want him at the right time to do the right thing?
Mm-hmm.
The only women who have a problem with this are the women who want to be in a power position.
Yep.
And that's cool. You can get there. There is some beta bell, noodleback dude out there who will let you be his partner and be the wind beneath his wings. And, you know, I hear this so often from women who are these boss chicks. I don't, anytime I hear the words my truth, I know we're dealing with the boss chick
Nonsense.
mentality.
Hmm.
Fine. Be a boss chick. Enjoy. But my truth, my reality, I don't want somebody to minimize me in any way. Understand something. Relationships minimize.
What do you think about that right there? Because I've got some opinions on that one.
Once again, I mean, he's right. I'm not just trying to be on the right train, but I mean, it's when something's right, it's right. I've come across people in my past, and I can't really say present, I guess present, where, and these people were females, and they want to almost at any cost protect other females. And I'm like, but even when they're wrong? And I get it. I mean, but at the same time, like, that's bad. Isn't just bad behavior. It's it's just bad all around.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to protect your females like in private, you want to have like a little joke with me or a little talk behind the scenes that like, yeah, I probably should have said this, or I kind of feel how she was feeling, but like deep down, you know what's right and what's wrong, you know. But to sit there and be like, oh no, I must protect her, even though I know 100% she's wrong. That's insane. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Me neither. Me neither. When he said that, when you're a part of a relationship that you get minimized, I think that there is truth to that, and part of the reason why is when you can say minimize, compromise it, unless you have somebody that is literally going to just not be themselves 100%. You are going to have to give in to some of the things that the other person needs that may not necessarily be comfortable for you in order to make things work long term. You're not going to like it. Like, for example, like I'm not a cuddler,
I am.
only because I stay warm all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just a natural thing for me, if you're gonna have to tell me I need you to cuddle me for me to go up to a lady and give her cuddles, and even then, it's okay. Here's our compromise a little bit. It ain't gonna be under blankets because I'm gonna be hot. It's gonna be over the blankets, and you get like 10 to 15 minutes max before I say get away from me.
Right.
Even when like I was smaller, like I've always been that way. You know what I'm saying? I've always ran hot, which has been kind of cool because winter season is where your boy truly shines.
Yeah, yes,
Like
I am too.
come on over here, baby, and come get some of this body heat.
Me being Jamaican, I'm the same way. I run hot, and almost to some effect of what you're saying. I don't have a time limit. I just say like, look, once I start to fall asleep, you gotta go to your separate corner. Like we're like boxers. Get to your corner, and I'll see you in the morning time. You know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love a good snuggle.
Why? Because it ain't about you no more.
Yep.
Relationships, by their definition, have minimizations because they have boundaries.
Yes.
You want a high paying job? Guess what? It minimizes you. You want complete freedom? Carry your ass out to the middle of the desert and rough it. You'll be free like a mug. And then tell me what their freedom is worth. See, too often today, we have women who want maximum freedom with minimum responsibility and minimum
Hmm.
effort.
Yep.
It's my opinion that you can't have two alphas leading a household. One has to be the primary or main leader, Okay. The
Mhm.
other person, that doesn't mean that the other person isn't just a follower and doesn't have the ability to make a decision or do anything in the house. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is as a guy that's been part of a sports team, okay, almost his, entire life, I've been a part of teams. Okay. When you have a direction that the team is trying to go to, when you have multiple people trying to lead those teams, it fails 100% of the time that you're not going to be able to meet your objective. And in my opinion, a marriage is a form of a team, and you should have one person that is the primary authority, decision maker, leader, however you want to say it, at a majority of the time to help achieve the goal of whatever you want that goal to be. If you want, till death do us part type of marriage to where there's going to be trials, tribulations, ups and downs, then you shouldn't have two competing alphas trying to determine what that looks like.
Mhm.
Okay. So whether that's a man or a woman, I have no problems if it is, if I look at somebody else's relationship and what works for them is the female that's the strong one and the male that's not quite as, strong as people view men to tend to be.
Mhm.
It's that there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to tell you that with the type of personality and person that I am, okay, I can't be in a household with somebody that's going to compete with me
Mhm.
on making decisions and things like that. I value that person's input wholeheartedly. And Sean, folks are going to hear this, and what's going to get translated into, well, King thinks he lives in a world that what he says go. No, that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, don't compete with me when it comes to the direction of how we're going to go. Your input is valued as much as mine is, but we can't go and move in the same direction if you're trying to go here and I'm trying to go here. It's just not going to work.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like a door. Both of y'all can't fit through that door at the same time. One's got to go first, you know. So.
Boom. Sean over here dropping gym analogies. I like it.
Men, if men thought this way, we would still be living in caves. So, like it or not, the golden rule: he who has the goal makes the rules. And if Cam Newton was Cam Johnson, if Cam Newton was Newton Cameron working first shift down at the plant, we wouldn't be talking about it. It's because he's Cam Newton. It's because he can call the shots. It's because he does what he wants to and has enough money, and they can't cancel him because he has his own money. So I would say to the women who have a problem, what is the problem that you have? The problem that he said what he wants, or the problem you want guys like him? That's the real problem. See, if it wasn't a dude, if he didn't fit the kind of archetype of the kind of man that these women want, they wouldn't care what he thinks.
Yep.
And I think it's funny if you're upset, if you're hostile, if you're pissed off, if you're triggered. Let me ask you one question, ladies. What your husband got to say about that? That's a problem now, ain't it?
He has a
What your
interesting
husband, not your
laugh.
baby daddy,
Mhm.
not your fiance, not your boyfriend, your husband, the man of value that your last name is his. The man of value that your last name is his. What does your husband have to say about it? And if not, maybe you're really not mad at Cam Newton. Maybe you're a little bit mad at your reality. Ain't his fault, ain't my fault. It ain't my fault.
Did I do
It
that?
ain't my fault. All right, nephews. All right, nieces. Tonight, YouTube. Peace.
Okay. All right. Well, hey man, this was definitely interesting. I wanted to get your take on it as well. I kind of had an idea of how you would align to what both of them said, and I'm not surprised at all. I don't
Mhm.
think that there was anything that was said that either one of them said that I felt like, ooh, Sean would definitely disagree with that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, like we both know that the more resources a man has, and when we're talking about money, it opens up larger doors. You have a larger door the more money you have. You can get away with a lot more. Look at these people, corporate millionaires and billionaires. You know, they get taken to court, and you would think they're going to go to jail for embezzlement or whatever, what have you. You know, for years and years. And what they get, a slap on the wrist because they have money to get them through it. You know, they have lawyers, and money is king. Apparently, you know, unfortunately, sometimes, and sometimes it's a good thing. I mean, but that's what comes with money, fame, power. That opening of a door is a lot wider, you know, but regular Joes like me, you, some of our listeners, our door is probably like this, you know. We can't afford to make missteps and mistakes like these other people can, you know. Now we up our game, up our money, then our door is going to widen. But it's up to us how we want to proceed through it, you know.
Yep. All right. Here's the thing, Sean. I have no person that I'm worried about hearing what I have to say. Like, oh man, I gotta go back to the old ball and chain and, you know, hear what she has to say about what we talked about on our podcast. No. And even if I did, I think that that's a bad way to live. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to speak my mind and my thoughts about what I'm thinking about.
Live in your truth, King.
Hey, and look, if you know me, you know, or if you don't know me, get to know me and judge me about what you think about my comments and stuff after we've hung out for a while. Okay. You know, if you still want to call me a misogynist or whatnot, because I agree with what both Cam and what KevinSamuels has, you know, said, then I would like to ask you what your definition of a misogynist is and see if I actually fit that category or not, because the way I see it and when I think about it, I don't fit that category whatsoever. But I can hear certain people that I have these conversations with right now call me that just because of me aligning with what they spoke about.
Right. Yeah. I just want to thank everybody. Our subscriber count's still going up. We're up over 300 subscribers. Have you looked at it yet?
Yeah, man. I was looking at it today.
Yeah, like 30 to 40 per day. I mean, definitely want to kick that up some, but I'm definitely happy. Definitely appreciative. So when you guys subscribe, just drop us a note in the comments. Just say, hey, I subscribed today. Just so we can say thank you. We really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, this has been another episode of The Dating Game. I'm Keen.
And I'm Sean.
And be sure to tune back in for future videos. Peace.
Peace. Woo!
Let's get it. Shake it like understand who I is. Not that many gon' do it like this. Bob your head, you can hear my shit, but I'm on my shit. I ain't has no chill. I'm who I are, I'm who I is. Taylor Susan, I play the part. Fuck a fire, how you mesmerize. Black Austin pies, man, that I'm stupid. Then again, oh so clever. On my loony, pour that lever. Talk my shit, I'm talking hella flow, baby. You